Hey guys, welcome to the first ever review on Cody Latosh Presents. If you haven't figured it out, I'm Cody Latosh. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 18 years old from Denver, Colorado, born and raised here. I love it here. I've been to Germany, Japan, China, Mexico, Canada. I've been to all over the world. And by far, it is the best place to be. Number one, you got the mountains. You got the Rocky Mountains. You gotta love that. You have a song named after them, Rocky Mountain High. Nowadays, it's named for something else. I have been collecting records since December of 2012. Not that long, but in that short time, I've collected really good records, and I've also met really good people. My guru, who I like to call, he is by far the best person I've ever got a chance to talk to a lot on record collecting, is Crate Junkie. He is by far the best. If you have not seen it, I will put a link down in the description. So, let me set the tone for this record, if you cannot tell by the name of the title. It was released December 5th, 1969. A long time before I was born, and it was recorded November through February '68 and '69. The genres in the song on the album were blues, rock, rock and roll, and hard rock. Now, for the '60s, late '60s, early '70s, this album was probably okay in length. Nowadays, it's very short. The length of this album is 42 minutes and 13 seconds. Not that long. About a show and a half on a cartoon. About that. In the U.S., it was on the London label. On the U.K., it was on Decca, DECCA. It was also this group's 8th British album and 10th American album. And who is that? That is, of course, the Rolling Stones. Let It Bleed. Very good album. I like it. Now, I listened to this album 3 times. Well, not more than 3 times. I listened to it 3 times a day for the past week. That's why that's why I haven't posted. Very good album. Let's see. The first track of this album was called Gimmie Shelter. Okay name for a song. I personally thought, this is all my personal stuff, I thought it was very mellow for Mick Jagger. For the time frame, it was probably okay. Once again, I wasn't obviously born in the 60s and the 70s, so I couldn't understand the time frame. But it was from his later works. It was probably it's considered mellow for me, and it was great music. It was wonderful music for the first track, but the music overpowers the lyrics in it. If you listen closely, I think that there's a good message on that. And this was a pretty good first song for the album, record, CD, whatever you listen to. This is for the vinyl community, so I'll say album or vinyl. And I personally believe that the first song on the album or CD or whatever is one of the most crucial. It will set the tone for the whole CD. Like Thriller did, "Want to Be Starting Something." It was a very upbeat, fast song. It set the tone for the whole record. The second track was called "Love in Vain," and this one was written by Robert Johnson, but it was only in. It was okay. I personally thought that it had a very acoustic feel the whole song, and it sounded more like a breakup song because it was slow, it was acoustic. It was probably a song that Taylor Swift was born and a singer back then. She would probably do that. I'm not saying that she would, but she could, because it's a breakup song and she's known for playing breakup songs. And the third, but this is not my favorite track. This is by far not my favorite. It's not even close. The third song on this was Country Honk. I thought this song originally said Country Hook. I misread the title. This CD, this song was it had a very country feel to it, obviously, since the song had the word country in it, of course. It also had a good. It was not a song probably made for the record that would probably be a hit. It was probably what I call a filler. Yeah, when I say filler, I mean like here, it was put in there to fill the gap, so then they could have a good number of songs on it. And it was good in some areas and bad in some areas. It wasn't good enough to be a hit, personally, but it was good enough to be on the CD or vinyl or album. The fourth track, it is called "Live With Me." I like this song. This is one of my favorite songs on the record. It had a very classic Rolling Stones sound. It was good. It was smooth. It was everything to it. It also had a 1970s feel to the the upbeat, the dancing. It could obviously be and still be a dance or a relaxation song. I still listen to it. I love it. It's not my favorite song, but it's near the top. And it has the perfect amount of beat in it, and it also has the perfect amount of rhythm clashed in with vocals. Good song. But obviously not a filler. Obviously not a backup song. It was a good song that they knew that would be good on this album. The fifth track was "Let It Bleed," the title song of this album. It was sort of a baby brother song, like "To Lean on Me." I liked it, and the reason why I say that is because if you listen to it a couple of times, you could sort of feel that it was a lot like "Lean on Me." It had a lot of drug references, in which is expected from the time it came out, 70s or late 60s, early 70s, obviously. It had a great piano and drums. I had to express that because not a lot of rock and roll songs had piano in it. Well, they do now, but back then, Little Richard, Elton John, all those people, Little Richard especially. I like Little Richard, but let's get off that. It has a dark side to it, the song, but still a great song. It was usually the track is the longest on a record. This one wasn't. I don't know why, but it wasn't. The sixth track, which was called "Midnight Rambler," it had a great sound. It had an obviously great sound to it. It feels like he's talking about the Underground Railroad. Like in slavery, they had the Underground Railroad. It feels like he's talking about that in this song. I personally believe that. The whole sound could still be used in music today. A lot of music nowadays is getting away from this, but I still think that if this song was made or remade today, it would be a #1 hit. It would be probably like "Hey Soul Sister" a couple years ago, where all you heard that on radio during the summer. It could probably be that. I'm not saying it would, but I'm saying it could. The ending gets a lot faster, which is what makes a good sound, in my opinion. It's the second longest track on this album, which is cool. This is the one of songs that makes you wish that you were alive and to see them perform this in that time. The last 2 minutes of the song, it dramatically slows down and picks back up like that. It is one of my favorite songs on the album. It's probably the second favorite song on this album. The 7th track is very slow compared to the previous ones on the album. Don't know why, but it just is. The song has a sort of peaceful feeling to it. Very peaceful. It's also the shortest song on the album. For the 60s, early 70s, probably obvious. And then it's the only song that Mick Jagger doesn't sing on the album. Hard to believe that he did not sing on one of his albums. One song on the whole album. He did not sing, and that was this. The 8th track, it has a 50s rock sound, which I love 50s rock. Little Richard, he's the real king of rock and roll. Elvis is considered the king, but you wouldn't have the king without Little Richard. It's a sort of a Billy Idol feeling to it. It sort of sounds like he's what made Billy Idol. The 9th track, the last track, starts off with a quiet, with a choir. Sorry, choir. The upbeat. This is like the upbeat version of John Lennon's "Imagine." You know, "Imagine all the people." That song, very good song. The title is self-explanatory. This song is called "You Can't Always Get What You Want." People need to listen to this song now and understand what this song is. The song has a great meaning to it. I love this song. This is by far my most favorite CD on this album. Record, CD, I don't care. I got this. This was probably my 3rd pick. I got this last month, but it's very good. I love doing these, and I obviously had to pay respect to Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones for the first ever review. Here's the back of the whole thing. I will post Crate Junkie's information in the description. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this. Check to see new videos. I will hopefully either be doing let's see. I could either have you guys pick one. Next video, I'll be posting all my. I'll keep it a secret. Tell me what you guys thought about it. Comment down below. Make sure you like, subscribe. Go to Crate Junkie's thing, and then you can also go to Facebook to go to his Crate Junkie's Crate Post, which is trading post. It is a very good page, or it's a group. Sorry, where you could trade records. Very good. I've traded a couple of times on there. There's also a vinyl community on Facebook. Very good. So thanks for watching. Watch my other videos when they're up. Obviously this is the first one, but make sure, if you think I could do something different, please tell me. I would love to hear that. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Bye.